If you want only the best for your fur ball, you are going to love this ceramic water fountain I was just gifted from iPettie. Now, to start off with, this ceramic is amazing. Unlike plastic, it is fully non-porous, BPA-free, meaning that nothing is going to leach into your kitty's water. It's going to stay more film-free. It's not going to have the same kind of buildup. And one of the bonuses of ceramic over plastic and metal is that this will actually naturally keep the water a little cooler as ceramic itself just stays a little cooler. It's a lovely thick ceramic and it can look beautiful in your home. So you start out with this wonderful base that you can put in the dishwasher as well. It holds 3.4 liters of water. Now the water is always going to be sitting in the ceramic, whether it's in the base or in the bowl at the top, which I'll show you in a moment. But there are a couple plastic pieces that is standard with every single fountain you come across because we have to use plastic specifically for the pump. And this does have this plastic dish as well. But both of these elements, the water is going through very quickly. It's never sitting in them. This dish is really just to hold the ceramic top dish and for the filter to have the water run through it. Now, what I really like about this filter is that it's completely flush to the edges. There's no way for water to go around it. There are so many filters out there with these cat water fountains that half the time I'm like, how much water is actually gonna go through the filter and how much is just gonna go right past it? This one, all the water will go through the filter. It is a very simple filter. It has the activated carbon, it has the poly resin, and then it's all wrapped in a polypropylene. Water is always going to go through this and be filtered. This is pretty standard, and I actually really like this design as a lot of the designs are more of a plastic container with little baggies of each of these, and it's just not as solid. So I am happy with this, works really well, and that just goes and sits in the top very cleanly. And then you have your absolutely beautiful ceramic bowl that sits on the top. And what's lovely about this is that it really does have a lot of space to collect the water. This can be used by 2 cats at once. This is lovely for a multi-cat household. And then you have your pump. Now the pump again is plastic, but the water is going to go through it very quickly. It has one more filtration, which is this little filter right here that catches solids. And this does come all the way apart, and that's great for cleaning. You can actually pop the front off the filter and you can get into the central portion, and it does come with this scrub brush, which I always like to help pull out this piece. As this is magnetic, it can collect hair and fur over time. Really nice to get that out so you can really scrub inside. You can also scrub this top point, and if for any reason you need to, you can remove this tube as well for full cleaning. So that is really nice. And then this is your battery operated top. I love battery operated fountains as it means I really can put this anywhere I want. And I usually have my fountains in spaces of my home that are not near plugs. And when I need to charge them, I charge them with a power bank. I just plug it in the back until they're fully charged. This has a 3000 milliampere battery, so it's going to last a long time between charges, depending on how you have it set up. And I'll show you that in a moment, but it just plugs right in at the bottom. And then this top piece, the suction's gonna go up through it. Let me put this together real quick for you. And then this really does just plug right into the top. And don't worry about this power cord looking like it's going to be near water. This is very, very low voltage. You're not going to electrocute your cat, and this is not actually going to get into the water. And this does just go right in. And that's how you set it up. Let me fill this up with water so you can really see how it flows. Now it's full of water, and before I add this filter, I just want to show that on the back it has this little cover. And this is where you can plug in your USB-C cord to charge it, whether you're just charging it or you want continuous flow. But when that's closed, it really is only going to do timed or censored flow. So let me show you those real quick. I'm just going to stick this down in there. And now it's all put together. And I just hold down the power button to turn it on. And now it's on. It immediately starts in sensor mode. And what sensor mode is that when it senses a kitty anywhere around this side of it, basically everything except directly behind it, it's going to run for 17 seconds and then it will stop. And then it's going to wait. And then if it senses motion again, it'll do the same thing. Now, this is a key part when it comes to the battery, and it's why I can't tell you how long your battery will last, is because if you have it in sensor mode and have it in a high traffic part of your home, it's going to be sensing you every time you come by, and it's going to be turning on a lot, using up the battery very quickly. Now, there is a trick to that, and that is just to aim it towards a wall instead of outwards. The kitties will still come up to it on the sides and it will still sense them and respond to them, but it's not going to be responding to you as you're going back and forth behind it. And then the next mode, if you press the power button again, you can switch to the modes, is timed mode. And in timed mode, it's going to run for 17 seconds again, but then it's going to wait 20 minutes and then do the same cycle. And I love the 17 seconds as it's just enough to fully flush what water was in the bowl and refill the bowl with nice, clean, fresh water. Really, really nice, very inviting, also very quiet. I cannot hear the pump at all, and the water coming out is so flush to the bowl that it's just this really, really quiet flow. Lovely all around. Now there is one more mode, and that one only works if you plug it in, and that is continuous mode. So now it will just flow constantly, and this is really nice for some cats to always have something inviting. It depends on what type of cat you have and also where you want to put this in your space. I always prefer the sensor mode. I just think that's a really nice way to make sure that it's always flowing when my cat comes up to it and not flowing or making any noise the rest of the time. Even at ultra quiet, you may notice it if it runs all the time. Now it does have a few indicator lights. When it's charging, the green battery light will flash. When it's fully charged, that green battery light will be solid. And then that light will not turn on when you have it unplugged unless the battery is low, and then it will flash red at you. And then it is very subtle, but it will tell you when it's out or low on water as well. Kind of around the edges, there's a blue glow, and that's because there's a light on the pump itself, and it will be blue if there's enough water, and it will turn red if there isn't. So the glow around these edges will turn red when the water is low, and it's very, very subtle, but it is there. So if you're wondering, you can walk up and see that, but it's not going to overpower your room. You're not adding something that's super glowy to your space. Overall, I cannot tell you how impressed I am with this fountain. This is truly gorgeous, and I know my cat's gonna love it, and I feel so good giving him water out of the ceramic fountain. If you're looking for a fantastic cat water fountain, I cannot recommend this ceramic water fountain from iPettie enough. I really love this brand, and I think ceramic's an incredible way to go.